Hey guys and girls, welcome back to my channel. God, it feels good to be here and sitting back down again with you guys to film something for you. So for today's video, I'm going to be filming the makeup look that I was wearing at Big Beauty Day Out. Quite a few people had messaged me on Instagram and also commented on the video, like on my little vlog, just saying if I could film it for you guys, and of course I can. It's really simple, and I actually used like my go-to safe zone palette for this look. Like, you know, it was one of those events that I really wanted to look good for, because I was like, I potentially could meet some of you guys and I want to make sure my makeup's looking good and I just wanted to feel comfortable, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I used my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Also, do people say Anastasia or Anastasia? Because I feel like I say Anastasia. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so I used that palette and I used a really cute pigment from Peaches and Creams that I always use. You've probably seen it before. And yeah, I'll use the same foundations that I wore in that video. However, I don't have tan on. I'm quite pale at the moment, so it's not going to completely match. So I'm going to have to blend it down my neck, but I don't actually have the foundations that I used in a different, like in a lighter shade. So purely to get the same result as I did for Big Beauty Day Out, I'm going to be using the exact same products. So if it doesn't match me, I'm sorry, don't come for me. I'm going to blend it, and if I leave the house, I'll put a high top on. Also, I just want to address, I know, you know, one of those things where you feel like you have to address it, but really you shouldn't even have to address it at all. But yes, my skin is tragic. We're going through a tough time at the moment. I feel like I've said that in the past, like 5-6 of my videos, but honestly, it's been tough. But yeah, it is what it is. So let's get straight on and get stuck into this video. That was a long intro. Okay, so I'm going to quickly do my brows off camera. If you want to see how I create these brows, then I'll leave the link to my new updated brow routine in the description, so go check that out. Okay, so brows are done. I didn't really put too much product in them because I literally have just tinted them and they're so dark. I'm just going to carve them out with my Tarte Shape Tape as usual. How cute is this one, by the way? I got it in like a set and it has this like little flamingo attached to it. Very cute. So what I'll do is I'll do one eye on camera and one eye off camera, just because it makes life a little bit easier. So as always, I'm using my Primark brush just to carve out my brows and just pack this into the lid. Literally on a mission today. I'm going to film so many videos and then edit them all tomorrow. I feel very productive. And I'm just going to bounce this in with my beauty blender. Okay, so I've just zoomed you in nice and close. So the look that I had was like an orangey pinky kind of vibe with a really nice shimmer. So the first shade that I used was this Rule. This is from MAC, and then I dipped into my Anastasia Beverly Hills and I just went in with this shade here, which is the Real Girl, and then I went in with a bit of Venetian Red and Love Letter as well, just to really like give like a little bit more of a pinky tone rather than just red. So I'm going to go in firstly with that shade Rule from MAC, and I'm just going to like press this into my crease. And I just like distribute the product to start with, and then I start to blend it when I feel like there's enough there. So once I'm happy with the blend of that shade, I'm going to go in with the shade Real Girl, which is just like a darker orange, and just start to deepen up the crease. So I'm changing brush for this, and I'm just going to go in with my like a flatter brush, if that makes sense. This is a MAC 217. And again, I just like distribute it and then I start to blend it. And then I just take that fluffy brush that I applied the first shade with and just blend any edges. So I then add a little bit of the Venetian red and I just add this to my outer corner. And I'm just packing that on and blending it out. I'm not blending this shade too far. Okay, so I'm then going to cut the crease. I'm just using Tarte Shape Tape again. I tend to use like the same concealer as I do when I like put my eye base down, just so that it's not adding too many different textures. So yeah, I'm just going to take my Primark brush. Again, this is honestly the best brush I have ever came across. I just love it so much. So I'm just going to cut the crease. And then I just clean up my brush and just tap over any excess just to blend that edge, so that when it comes to blending it just blends a lot more easily. We're then going to blend the shadows over, so I'm going to literally start from the bottom and work my way up again. So I'm going to go in with the MAC shade Rule, and I'm just going to start to press this over that line. I'm then going to take the shade Real Gut and just do the same, but not take it in as far. And then finally that shade Venetian Red, and I'm just going to retake this onto the corner. And then I'm going to grab a tiny bit of that Love Letter, which is like a really more brighter pink, and just pop this on the outer corner. And just try and blend this, just try and blend this through, just to give a little pop of pink. So once we're blended, we're ready to go in with the pigment. I'm going to go in with Gatsby, which is the most gorgeous pigment from Peaches and Cream. You would have seen me use it before in a few videos. It is just so glistening and gorgeous. So I'm just going to start to tap this over the concealer. And then not taking too much right to the outer corner, but just starting to push that so it blends with the shadows. And just tapping it over that like initial line. And that is the look. So I'm going to go ahead, do my other eye, stick my eyelashes on, and then we can move on to the face together. Okay, so eyes are complete. We're ready to move on to the face. I just applied my eyelashes. These are the Doll Beauty lashes in the style Chloe Elizabeth. I absolutely love these eyelashes so much. I think they're so beautiful and just like the perfect amount of like wispiness. So start with the skin. I went in with my YSL All Hours primer. I absolutely love this. If you've got oily skin, then I definitely recommend to try this. It is such a lovely primer. I then, of course, went in with my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Opal. This stuff is just a joke. It is so beautiful. I don't think I can do my makeup without this product, honestly. Okay, so for foundation, this is where it's probably not going to match my skin tone, but I'm going to do it anyway, purely just so you guys know exactly what I was wearing on my face. I'm going to go with my MAC Studio Fix and apply a small, I say small amount, but let's be real, I like to wear a lot. I'm just going to like dot this around my face. And then I just go in, and this is a small amount, with my Hourglass Vanish Stick, and I just kind of wipe this a little bit around the face. I feel like this foundation is just, I mean, this foundation is just unreal. It is so good, but a little lump, but it is expensive. So I like to mix it with foundations because it really does give like an amazing effect. And mixing the MAC Studio Fix and that together just honestly creates the most beautiful finished foundation ever. So I'm just using a damp beauty blender and I'm just going to go to town and blend that in. Okay, so for my concealer I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Concealer. This is running out. I literally just put a tiny bit of this and then again I mix it. I just really like the finish of this, so I like to mix it with my Tarte Shape Tape just to like mix it up a little bit. And again just blend that with my beauty blender. Quick Pepsi Max break. I don't care what anyone says, but Pepsi Max tastes so much better than like Diet Coke. I feel like that just all blends so lovely together. So I'm gonna set my face with my Laura Mercier translucent powder, and as always I'm just going to dust that off, and I used my Charlotte Tilbury powder. I'm just going to run some clear brow gel through my brows. I feel like I always do that just before I need to do my bronzer, and then when I'm doing my bronzer on my forehead it always gets stuck. Okay, while we're waiting for the brow gel to do its thing and dry, I'm going to go in and do my under eye. So I'm just going to go in with those same shades that I used above. So I'm just going to take my MAC roll and just dust this under my eye, and then I just went straight in with the pinker shade to have more pinky tones under the eye. Okay, so then I keep getting like a bubble in my throat. I think it's because I just ate a cream egg. Cash, as you do. Right, so for bronzer I use my Too Faced Chocolate. This is just honestly my fave bronze ever, and I just like bounce this on. Okay, so for highlighter I used my Ofra Rodeo Drive highlighter. This stuff is so good. So honestly, like I didn't even dip into that much. And then finally my go-to blush at the moment, which is Pink Cloud by Natural Collection. I always dust my blush around my forehead. So we're just going to apply that highlighter to our inner corner and under our brow, and I just take a fluffy brush for this. I actually love this look so much. And then finally for lips, if you know me, I'm not into wearing lipsticks at the moment. So I literally just go in with my stripped down liner. And I just kind of like blend that over my lips. For some reason, whenever I wear a lipstick, I just end up eating it off my lips. And it just looks like shit after like 20 minutes. So I just literally line my lips, and then I go in with my NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Madeline. This is my go-to. This stuff is so like, it's the right amount of pigmentedness, but also the right amount of like sheerness and glossiness, and it is just my favourite. So I just literally apply this. And there we go, we are good to go. So guys, this is the finished makeup look. This is what I wore to Big Beauty Day Out. If you saw me, then it was lovely to meet you. Yeah, so this is basically the look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please don't forget to give it a massive thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. If there's any other videos that you want to see from me, just comment below, or if you don't want to comment, then just drop me a message on Instagram. I always get back to you guys. Like, I always feel like if you take the time to message me, then I'm gonna message you back. and have a little chit chat and get to know you guys as well. So yeah. And also, I am going to be doing a massive giveaway on my Instagram when I hit 10,000 followers. I know I'm like a way off. I think I've got like 6,000 to go, but I feel like I've got 13,000 of you guys. If some of you just go and follow me on Instagram, then it should like go up quite quick. And I'm filling this bag up with goodies. There's already so many in there, and honestly it's going to be a good giveaway, so definitely go and give me a follow. I'll leave my tag on the screen here. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed and you got something from this video. You guys asked for it, so here it is. Yeah, so I'll see you in my next one. I love you all so much. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, see you again soon.